It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, the butterflies are doing their own thing.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Wade and Richardson, the 2 wings. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the point. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. 13 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Dragic has got his first 2 points.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Now here's Fournier, and that one drops for him. Dragic with it. Passed away. And the basket is good. Wade's got his second basket of the night.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Now here is Augustine. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Vucevic down low. He's covered by Whiteside. That one goes. Count it.
And Vucevic never plays outside of himself. I mean, when he has a clean look at the rim from the mid-range, he knows he's got the green light to shoot it.
Now here's Dragic. That one off the back iron and out.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Shoots over Dragic. Augustine, no luck. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Johnson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
Gordon a screen. Augustine passes to Gordon. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Wade against Fournier. Whiteside dishes to Dragic. Wade right side. Fournier pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Isaac. Richardson cover. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Back to Vucevic. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Miami. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. Wade with the block.
I'll tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the 2-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Now here's Richardson. Not a lot of room.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. The terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Both free throws good from Dragic. And for the Orlando Magic, the 2017-18 season, Clark, not a great one, but they did have some bright spots.
Well, they saw what Aaron Gordon can do. That's a positive. Had a chance to grow some young players like Jonathan Isaac. A tough season for sure, but this is all part of evaluating what you have and where you stand.
It's good.
And the tricky Fournier, never afraid to let the floater fly.
Miami leading by 4. Dragic kicks to Richardson. They set the screen. The fadeaway. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. It's Fournier on the wing. There's the pass to Vucevic. Shoots. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Deflects the pass. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Gordon. Over Richardson. They get it again. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
Richardson with it. He's covered by Isaac. There's the screen. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by Isaac.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
The Heat with the lead. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Out to Wade. Goes back up. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Fournier.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. And he hits it to tie the game up. Fournier's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Wade. He kicks to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Such a wide open look.
Timeout, timeout.
He's got 7. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Kelly Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Here's Richardson. Johnson kicks to Adebayo. Richardson against Ross. Richardson, no luck. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
Here is Ellington following the bucket by Orlando. Adebayo kicks to Ellington. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Passes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Pass to Ross. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Gordon. Ross with it. Simmons sets a screen for Ross. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And whenever Ross is in attack mode, it's always a good sign.
And there's the pass to Ellington. Screen by Olynyk. Ellington kicks to Richardson. Pass to Olynyk. Outside, Simmons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, after once paying to try out for a minor league team, Simmons has come a long way, and he's not done yet.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
First free throw is good. Clark, you went around, 6'8", 6'9" or so, very versatile, able to shoot, certainly. We saw that in college and pro. Which players nowadays, if you had to say, hey, that kind of reminds me of how I used to play?
Well, you think about a guy like Tobias Harris, really solid, can do a little bit of everything. Kyle Kuzma, the outstanding first-year player, just finished his first year with the Lakers. I like Thaddeus Young, even though he's a lefty, good size, gets to the glass, puts it on the floor okay. But those would be Kyle Kuzma and probably Tobias Harris, are guys that remind me a little of myself back in the day.
Wonderful players. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Got freed up. Nice work off the pit. 6 points for Terrence Ross.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Ellington kicks to Olynyk. Johnson in the corner. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Gordon with the screen for Grant. For three, Ross. Rebound by the Heat. Johnson's got his third rebound tonight. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Johnson in the corner. Shoots over Grant. Johnson's shot is off. Orlando leading. Al Simmons. And stolen by Ellington. Johnson at the elbow. And then Johnson with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah! Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot behind the lanes.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size, and I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
Grant against Johnson. Six to shoot. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Grant. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
On the floor for Miami, they've got James Johnson. Johnson is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Olenek, and it's Adebayo in at center. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Simmons. And the shot goes down. Simmons got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
Showing outstanding poise inside. Simmons does not get flustered easily. I think he actually enjoys taking it to the defense like this.
Olenek the pass to Ellington. Johnson down low. He's guarded by Ross. Puts it up from 17. Not enough on that one as it misses. Magic leading by 3. Inside, Bamba kicks to Grant. Olenek with the steal. Johnson outside. Stolen by Grant. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Simmons. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. To the inside, Johnson goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really. You know, last season, Aaron Gordon really flourished in a more wide-open offense, taking advantage of his uber athleticism. But he also put a lot of work into his jumper, and that showed. Helped him make the jump into a top option for an offense.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw no good from Gordon. And for Gordon, all the focus he gave to improving his shot gave him the confidence he needed.
Yeah, exactly. And confidence so big in this league. I mean, it's the difference between good to great or average to good. I mean, when he believes in his shot, he's lethal offensively. It just opens up the floor for him and his teammates and allows him to create mismatches the way he's shooting it now.
Basket good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now the pass to Wade. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Wade. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
The Heat have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Miami making a change here. Richardson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Vucevic a screen on Wade. Picked away. Passes it to Richardson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Richardson drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. They need this. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Whiteside, the pass to Richardson. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Down low. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
1 shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2 guard who is also a clutch performer.
And Evan Fournier, the young player out of France, gives you a lot to work with on the offensive end.
Yeah, Fournier has become more of an initiator, a guy who sets things up offensively. He can take over the ball handling duties from time to time and takes good care of it. He squeezes that orange pretty well, and he looks really comfortable, more and more comfortable, running the pick and roll.
First one falls for him. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
And he can't hit the second.
Out of France, the sharp shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
No good from Dragic.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Here's Adebayo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Heat lead by 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Pass to Gordon. Dragic against Augustine. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Augustine's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like how crafty Augustine gets in the pick and roll, Kevin. Outstanding at reading what's available and taking advantage of the defense's mistakes.
Adebayo kicks to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Fournier. Augustine with the steal. Fournier trying to break loose. Wade against Fournier. Wade dishes to Dragic. Wade on the wing. He's guarded by Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Double teamed on Wade. Here's Richardson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the inside and stolen by Whiteside. Up top, Dragic, guarded by Augustine. The pass to Richardson. He kicks it to Whiteside. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Nice job coming off that screen. Dragic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Dragic against Augustine. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Gordon against Dragic. Passes it to Adebayo. Over Augustine. And that one goes long. The Magic trail by 4. Isaac kicks to Vucevic and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Pass to Richardson. There's the pick. Now here's Wade. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Bamba is checked in for Gordon. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 4. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Augustine. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Augustine.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
He'd have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Richardson, good.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
The Magic trail by 5. And here's Fournier. He's got 11. Pick by Vucevic. Three-pointer. And DJ Augustine, good for 3. Augustine's got 11.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Here's the screen. Richardson kicks to Wade. Right side a screen. No good off the front iron.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Bamba. It's Fournier on the wing. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wade passes to Dragic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. He's got 11.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The Magic trail by 4. And Augustine kicks to Isaac.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter. You look at Jonathan Isaac. He was drafted 6th overall in 2017 as a bit of a project. Had a growth spurt late, so he has a tall frame that still needs to fill out and get stronger, but he's got a lot of potential. Pretty skilled for a big guy. Great physical tools, but needs some refinement.
That's good from Isaac. And they feel down in Orlando, Clark, that Isaac has a lot of upside with his game.
And I concur with that, Kevin. I mean, this guy is long, he's athletic, he's got some versatility in his game, can put the ball on the floor. He could be comparable to a Giannis Antetokounmpo as he develops. Again, I don't like to always compare players one to another, but he's got that kind of look and potential about him.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Dragic against Grant. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Magic trail by 5. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Screen by Olynyk. Simmons against Johnson. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Screen by Simmons. No good from Grant. Miami leading by 5. Here's Johnson. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Screen by Simmons. Here's Ross. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Ross. And Miami making a change here. And both free throws good for Ross. 19 seconds left in the first half. Grant against Johnson. Kicks it to Whiteside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Whiteside's got his second basket. And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Goran Dragic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points and 1 assist. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You know, Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. Dragic with it. To the paint. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now here's Isaac. Richardson covering. Knocked loose. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Knicks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here's Johnson. And no good that time. And Orlando the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Ball's knocked loose. Miami leading by 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. How he did last season. 15th in free throw percentage. And he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside Fournier. Over in the corner, Isaac. Here's Vucevic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Vucevic has got 6 points. Miami leading by 5. Johnson the screen. Here's the screen. Richardson kicks to Wade. Augustine against Johnson. And it's Gordon missing. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. No good with the triple.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Isaac with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The pass to Richardson. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Fournier.
And Fournier's teammates trust him when he fires the pull-up jump shot. I mean, the defense cannot afford to lay off of him or they're cooked.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Whiteside, a screen on Augustine, and it's Dragic off the drive. He used that pick to get in close. Dragic has got 18 points.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Vucevic against Whiteside, and it's Vucevic missing.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
Outside, Dragic trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Out to Wade. A floater gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Augustine in the corner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Adebayo is checked in for Richardson. Both free throws good from Augustine.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And how about Wade going hard to the cup there, using his strength and athleticism to get past the defense.
There's Gordon with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Gordon's got 16 points.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Isaac with the steal. Here's Augustine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Heat.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Simmons checked in for Orlando. Both free throws good from Augustine. And here are the Heat now. It's a 1-point game. Passes it to Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
And, Wade doesn't mess around when he's driving inside now. Exceptional at taking off from the launching pad and flying in for the dunk.
And Fournier kicks to Simmons. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Johnson. Here's Dragic. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dragic against Augustine. Clock at 6. Gordon a screen for the tie. And DJ Augustine good for 3. Augustine's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, there you see the IQ of Augustine. I mean, he's really good at putting himself in a solid position to shoot off the pick.
Wade passes to Dragic. Johnson the screen. Dragic against Augustine. Now here's Dragic, guarded closely. Whiteside, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either, right around 70%.
He really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Picked by Vucevic. Grant kicks to Vucevic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Olynyk. Pulls it up. It's tipped.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he's able to get it back. Simmons passes to Vucevic. Back to Simmons for the lead. Pass to Ross. Simmons, a screen on Johnson. Deep 2 from Ross. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Heat with the lead. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
The rebound by Grant. Orlando's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Simmons dishes to Grant. Picked by Vucevic. For the lead, Johnson with the block. Now here's Ellington. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He kicks to Johnson. Shot to stop the drought, and Ellington is good for 3. The Magic trail by 4. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Ross. Picked by Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grant. The Magic again can't hit.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Johnson's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Ross against Johnson. Now Grant. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson down low. He's got 10. And the basket by Olynyk.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Picked by Vucevic. Grant kicks to Vucevic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And even though Vucevic can get you a good amount of blocks and steals, Clark, in a season, most would agree his defense isn't a strong point.
No, it's not, but it's not a liability either, Kevin. I mean, he understands where to be and how to get there. He's not super athletic and doesn't protect the rim in a shot-blocking fashion, but he knows how to use his body to position himself well defensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
You know, guys, Nikola Vucevic is a very skilled big man out of USC. He rebounds well, scores it from inside, and has a nice touch. He's got a really well-rounded offensive game as a center. Even added a 3-ball to his repertoire recently to further stretch out interior defenses.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And with Vucevic, he's an established scorer, but also a very unselfish player.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, too. A big guy with nice mobility, excellent hands, passes well for his position, works inside out. And as he continues to mature, I think you could see Vucevic leaning more and more on his ability to set others up out of the post rather than just looking for his own shot.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Right side a screen. Johnson goes in. Great D that time from Vucevic. Orlando's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Now here's Simmons. Ellington defending. Simmons passes to Ross. Vucevic setting the pick for Ross. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ellington kicks to Whiteside. Shoots over Vucevic. Whiteside, great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 4.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
11 feet away. Missed. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for Miami. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball movement. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. On the court for the Heat, Olynyk down low with Whiteside. Wayne Ellington is out there with Johnson. And it's Richardson in at the 3 slot. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Olynyk's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Yeah, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Vucevic a screen on Richardson. Here's Ross. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Richardson against Ross. Richardson the pass to Olynyk. Whiteside a screen on Ross. Richardson, good. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Johnson, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Grant with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's deflected. Here is Ellington. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. Kicks it to Ellington. Passes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Olynyk. And again, Miami with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. Fournier's checked in for Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Wade comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. I mean, the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 10-1 run right now. Wade gets the bucket.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Here's Fournier, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
From the mid-range area, Fournier, very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
Wade kicks to Adebayo. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 13. Olynyk with the steal. Wade, right side. It's blocked. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Dragic. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Richardson. Outside Dragic. 5 to shoot. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Augustine dishes to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Gordon against Olynyk. That's tipped. Isaac with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, those long strides of Isaac's, they allow him to get behind the defense and gobble up a lot of ground in the open court.
They set the screen. Olynyk the pass to Wade. Dragic at the elbow over Augustine. Misses off the left iron.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Gordon.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on him. Consistency is the key.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. James Johnson's checked in for the Heat. The pass to Richardson. There's the pick. Here's Wade. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Heat on D. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good on the 3. Miami leading by 7. Wade outside. Shoots over Fournier. No good from Wade.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Bamba passes to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Isaac. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Richardson with it. Bamba picks him up. Richardson kicks to Wade. Nine feet out. The shot's good. Wade's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wade is an exceptional player, an efficient scorer who can score in bunches.
Augustine passes to Bamba. Here's Fournier. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Wade. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Back to Fournier. Bamba setting the pick for Fournier. Three-pointer. Bamba passes to Gordon. Here's Isaac. They get the rebound. Gordon dishes to Bamba. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Dragic. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Gordon. Fournier gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat leading by 9. Wade up top. He's guarded by Fournier. Wade kicks to Dragic. A 3-ball. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now here's Richardson. He's covered by Isaac. That's good from Wade on the assist by Richardson. 31 points for Wade.
Well, I tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Gordon a screen. Here's Augustine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Johnson.
At the line, shooting 2. DJ Augustine.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
Fournier passes to Augustine. He kicks it to Vucevic. Pass to Fournier. Gordon with a screen on Wade for 3. Fournier. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Fournier with the ball. Inside. Gordon. That's tipped. Heat moving the ball around. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Augustine, that's good.
And Augustine has that thing on the string now. This dude has rush hour handles gliding through the defense with speed and tightness.
Dragic against Augustine. Dragic kicks to Richardson. Back to Dragic. 5 on the clock. And it's Wade in the corner. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Knocked away. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And whenever Vucevic has the ball that deep in the paint, I mean, he's looking to throw it down.
And there's the pass to Johnson. And the basket is good. And the Heat lead by 9. Orlando with the ball. Augustine up top. He's guarded by Dragic.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Passes it to Richardson. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. There's the pick. Here's Dragic. Orlando grabs the miss.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
And here are the Heat now. They lead by 7 to the inside. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 9. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
.23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Augustine dishes to Grant. Back to Augustine. Misses the 3. Johnson outside. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.